Hey everybody, I'm Rob.
And I'm Lori Marie Jenkins.
And we are both artists who have
moved to Costa Rica.
Woohoo!
We've had a better week this week.
Yes.
I think this is our third day in a row with water.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
right.
it is, which has been a gift.
Yeah.
So that's been lovely. We have a laundry room right outside here.
Mm-hmm.
And we have done our laundry a couple of times, which has been nice.
Yeah.
Should I segue into the guys' laundry? You want to do some other stuff?
Go ahead.
All right, we'll start there, and then I'll be quiet because we have so much to tell and not very much battery on the camera. So.
Right. See what we can do here.
See what we can do. So the guys that live here, there's 3 guys that live on the property with us while they're working on our property, which they're developing more, which we can touch on later. And they have a cinder block and a scrub brush, and that's how they do their laundry. They get it wet, soak it up, scrub it on the cinder block, scrub it with the scrubby brush. So I have asked them if they would allow me to do some of their laundry, which they have let me do because they hang it on the line, and then as you know, it will take forever to dry because it never gets dry here in the rainy season. And so that's been a gift.
Yeah.
That they let me help them with their laundry. So yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting week.
Pretty wonderful guys.
Yeah, wonderful guys.
And so for those of you who saw last week, you know that we've had a lot of water issues. We think they've resolved them. The guys who've been working on the water lines they did an incredible job last week. They were working all hours of the day and night, 7 days a week, and most of the issues have been resolved. So
yeah, there was one point where at 2 o'clock in the morning they were finishing a job. So
yeah. And so many of the local people had brought them food, and everybody had just crazy thanks for them. So William and Dieter and everybody else, good job.
Thank you.
And so the other biggest issue here, if you've seen any of the videos from the new house, the casita, you probably heard some of the road noise. And so
can't miss the road noise.
Yeah, because they got big trucks. We're in the middle of 2 curves on a downhill. And so you hit one curve and it's tough on the big trucks, and they got their Jake brakes and they hit the other curve. So it's kind of constant. But what we have discovered this week is from San Isidro, which is one of the largest cities, if not the largest city in the southern part of Costa Rica, up to the capital, San Jose, there are basically 2 routes that you can take. You can take up the Pan American Highway, Highway 2, which goes from South America to Alaska. You can take that, or you can go right by our house. And now, the bad part is that the Pan American Highway is closed.
Closed.
Not just for a couple of hours, it's closed because of landslides.
Landslides.
Yeah, bad ones.
Yeah.
Bad ones. They've had some accidents and massive landslides in an area called Cerro de la Muerte. And so we don't know how long it'll be till they can get that fixed. But basically what that means is all traffic going from San Isidro to San Jose now goes 20 feet away from our house. Okay, 50 feet away from our house.
Yeah, probably 50.
All of it.
All of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, you know, the big semis that are a semi and then another trailer behind them. What do they call them?
Articulated.
Articulated.
Yep.
They are right here.
Yeah, car carriers, wood carriers, cement carriers.
Buses.
All the buses, the buses from San Vito up to San Jose can't get through. So I know they're working very hard on getting that done, but...
Yeah, the truck drivers cannot like this.
Right,
They cannot like this.
Yeah, it's a tough road. For them. It's a really windy road. So that's something to get used to here. And so we plan our videos around the traffic.
Hopefully. That's part of our culture shock. I've been going through a bit of culture shock, and that's part of it. So
yeah.
Would I have it different? I would have the traffic different. Would I have the casita different? No.
Right.
Would I be back in the States? No. Am I grateful to be in Costa Rica? Yes.
Yeah. And this is completely unexpected. There is no way anybody could have predicted they would close the Pan American Highway.
Come on, you want to come up?
So that's nothing we could have planned for or prepared for.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, being in the casita is fantastic, and
love it.
Yeah.
Oh, new couch.
Yes.
Yay! Got
Yep.
a new couch, nice and comfy.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
great.
it's wonderful. Had
And-
that delivered this week.
Guy in a pickup truck delivered it.
Yep.
Perfect. Other exciting news is working on getting Lori Marie her...
Driver's license. Ready?
Take two. So a little change of scenery, had to plug the camera in.
Yeah. I use this camera for my art videos, and I needed to charge it and didn't, so.
Right.
Here
So
we
now-
are, location number 2.
Yeah, same thing, just closer to an outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
So
All
Lori
right.
Marie's driver's license.
Yes. So, as many of you may know, Rob has a current driver's license here in Costa Rica. His driver's license from Estados Unidos, and that's because he did a border run. I have not done a border run, so my driver's license is not good here right now. So I need a Costa Rican driver's license, which I can get because I've been here longer than 91 days. So we started that process.
Right. Can we back up a little?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So for those of you who know, we have our residency. We have our temporary residence here, which is a cedula. The funny thing about the cedula is it doesn't extend benefits to driver's licenses. So we're legally allowed to be here, but you can only drive here if, like Lori Marie says, you've been here 90 days or less. And so once you've been here over 91 days, which technically I haven't because I did a border run in Nicaragua, but Lori Marie has, we can take her US license and get an endorsement for a Costa Rican license. That's the process we're working on right now.
Right, that's what we started this past week.
Yes.
So, first off, a medical exam. So we went to San Isidro
Uh-huh.
and...
Going to the COSEVI, which is their DMV.
Right, and if you think that going to the DMV is burdensome, just wait.
Yeah, in the US? Yeah, you ain't seen nothing.
So you take a number and wait in the US, okay. So went and got my medical exam. Did we go there first, to the
Yes.
office first? Okay, so we went to the doctor's office first. I had my medical exam, eyesight check, blood pressure, listened to my lungs, listened to my heart, checked my weight, checked the strength in my arms and my legs, and basically that was the medical exam.
And all COSEVI offices have a doctor within 2 blocks.
Right.
All of them do because you need to get a medical exam. Very easy.
Didn't need an appointment,
Nope.
just walked right in, and
Yep.
they helped us with that.
Yep, they helped us run through the whole process, which is great because it is a process.
All right, so I did the medical exam.
Yes. And so what happened is there are offices throughout Costa Rica. I'm going to say there's maybe 12 different COSEVI offices, different cities and things like that. And so we had thought that we could get an appointment at one of these offices. And so what happened is we went next door from the doctor's office into the DMV and talked with the guys there. And they informed us that almost every single office in Costa Rica is not accepting applications for the endorsement process she needs for the entire rest of the year.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right, so that's 3 more months, roughly, 2.5 more months that we would have to wait, and then who knows how long into 2023. Very complicated. And then that means that she would have to take a border run or just not drive. And so, so we found out we got a whole list of all the materials we need. We need our current U.S. driver's license translated
Yes.
by an official translator. Another side issue there, but we got that, are having that taken care of.
So now we've gone to the medical office, we've gone to the DMV.
Uh-huh.
We went to the place to have the driver's license translated.
Yes.
And then, was that it? Or did we have to go
Well,
back?
we had to go back to the doctor before we went to the translator.
Right.
And so at the doctor's office, they're hooked into the whole appointment schedule system, and we thought that we had an appointment made at an office, I don't know, far away, 3 hours away, something like that. And then it turns out when we talked to the real DMV guys, they said, no, there's no appointments available anywhere in those offices. So back to the doctor's office, and then we find out there are 2 places in Costa Rica where we can get an appointment. One of them is Limon, which is maybe a 12-hour drive on the Caribbean coast. The other one is Nicoya, which is about a 6-hour drive north of us. That's it. That's it. And their appointments are very limited. So
guess what we're doing on Thursday?
yes, Thursday. We're driving to Nicoya.
We're driving to Nicoya.
Yes.
So, which opens up another little can of worms because we have Hudson.
Yes.
So we have found someone to come and stay with him because we'll be staying overnight.
Yeah.
Thursday morning, very, very early, we're going to leave, hit the appointment, stay overnight, come back on Friday. So we have a dog sitter for Thursday and Thursday night and Friday. So another little challenge.
Yes. And so Nicoya is on the Nicoya Peninsula, and that is, if you don't know, it's one of the world's blue zones. Really neat area. We haven't really been there yet, but blue zones are the places in the world. There's 5 of them where people live the longest and are the healthiest, and you can look them up. Blue zones. It's kind of cool. So that'll be a fun overnight.
Yeah.
It would be nice to stay longer there, but we got Hudson to take care of.
So we'll enjoy the little getaway.
Yeah.
See the beach there. We're going to stay in a little cabin on the beach.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
so that'll be fun.
And that's not it for the process. Okay, so after we do that, and assuming that works out well in Nicoya, we've already got the medical exam, we already have the translation, we've got money, we've got her cedula, we've got her U.S. license. Hopefully all that works in Nicoya. After that, then we have to come back and we have an appointment at the Banco de Costa Rica. So apparently the bank is where you go to actually get your photo taken. And I think if all goes well, we'll actually leave the bank the following Wednesday after that with her license in hand.
Yeah.
So this is the process, and it's a little complicated.
Right, and if you have been with us since we've decided a year ago, or whatever,
Right.
To move to Costa Rica, if you've been following with us, you have seen that there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of challenges, a lot of hoops, and Rob's really good at maneuvering those, I shall say. So you're welcome. And so this is another one of those challenges.
Yes.
And, we're doing what we need to do to get what we need to get.
Yep.
It's just part of it.
And if you're coming here, you might have similar challenges, you might have different. Maybe you're going to do more border runs. A lot of people, they just go to Mexico, they go to Panama, take trips and things like that. So having pets makes that very, very difficult. And we had researched a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's not necessarily a surprise that we have to do these. Specifically how we have to do them, that's the stuff that just gets worked out. And then this whole process might have been completely different 6 months ago before the computer system of the Costa Rican government was hacked.
The hack.
Yeah, the hack had just knock-on effects everywhere.
Yeah.
And in addition, COVID and kind of coming out of that still. So things just require a little bit of patience, and sometimes there's some confusion, but it's also an adventure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When we went up to San Isidro, which is where this process started with the doctor and such, Rob and I had the conversation. It's like, okay, this may take all day. We're leaving the house at I think 7 o'clock or
right.
so. And this may take all day, and we have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Don't get frustrated, take a book, whatever you need to do. We'll have lunch out, blah, blah, blah. But roll with the punches.
Yeah. We didn't even get to read our books. It was
No,
that
we
fast.
didn't.
We were denied.
We were denied that fast.
And we got good books, too. It's crazy.
So it's not frustrating.
No.
No, it's not frustrating.
No, it's challenging, and I would imagine it would be challenging if we were moving to any other country in the world from the United States. There's going to be rules that we don't understand. There's going to be red tape that we would have to wade through. It's not unique to Costa Rica.
Correct.
It's just a new situation, and so if you have the fortitude for it, the benefits are so worth it. It's just amazing. We had just a National Geographic bird show outside of our patio the other day. It was fantastic.
And then Rob got to see how many macaws yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just down in Uvita on the beach, 8, 10, humongous scarlet macaws. Oh, so beautiful. Just playing in the trees.
Yeah, I was in Spanish class.
She was learning Espanol.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, we found a little tiny frog on the inside of our
I think
window
there's a
bars this
video.
morning. Yeah, I got one.
Got a video of that. So
Yeah.
We get up in the morning and drink coffee and sip on kombucha. And, you know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. And it's good to know these things. I think a lot of people have different methods for what they're doing, and for us, this is what's working. This is what we researched, and things change, and so we research again.
Yeah, and our abogado, our attorney, does have a service where you pay him $150 or whatever it is, and he helps you through this process. We've chosen to do it ourselves. So I don't think it would matter who it was. I don't think you could get an appointment. You know, I mean, there aren't appointments to be gotten, but there are people that will. Maybe you never know. Yeah, that's right. But there are people that will help you.
Yeah.
With these steps. I mean, we've relied on our attorney quite a bit for some of this stuff. My CAHA, for instance,
went
to pay the CAHA, and still wasn't in the system. You know, to be able to pay that, and we had walked through that with Andre, and made sure that we were in the system. And then we went to go pay it, and they're like, "You're not in the system." So, you know, call him. He sends me some pictures. This is what you need to do. We were able to go to a different location and pay the CAHA.
Yes.
So people are here to help you if you need them.
Yeah.
So.
And I wouldn't recommend trying to do the residency paperwork without a lawyer. We would have been completely lost with that. The driver's license is a little bit simpler once you have residency, but yeah, you want a lawyer for residency.
Yeah, you do. And when we were doing the driver's license procedure, I will say, Rob speaking Espanol. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would have been lost.
Nobody spoke English.
No one spoke English. Well, the doctor did.
Right.
She did. A little bit. She didn't let on that she did until, you know, she really needed to ask me something and I didn't get it. But yeah, all Espanol. So kudos to Rob. Sweet.
Thank you, amigos.
All right, was there anything else?
I think that was good. We were talking driver's license, we were talking traffic, laundry room, Nicoya visit. Got some exciting stuff about the house coming up in the future, so...
Yeah, Rob's studio.
Oh, yeah. We had a video last week of where it will be.
Yeah. They're working on the fence now.
Yes.
Putting the fence up along the road for us, so that's what they're working on now.
Yep, first measurements for my studio, and the fence posts are going in, so might help with the sound. We think it can't be worse, you know, right now it's like a plastic mesh. That's not blocking any sound.
Right. So we're putting up a 20-foot styrofoam wall. Not really.
50-foot concrete block wall, which we can't afford.
You know, and I took Hudson for a walk this morning, and a neighbor across the way, Fran, and you know, hola, you know, how are you doing? And, oh, we're doing good. And I said, the road is noisy. She says, it doesn't bother me. And it was like, oh my gosh, it doesn't bother her, you know? So it gave me permission to say, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's okay. Yeah. And she has a fruit truck that stops at her house, and I said, send it over to ours, and establishing a community. So that's good. All right, I'm topped out.
Good. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please leave us comments. Please leave us questions. We read them all, respond to them all. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, come on along. It's fun.
Yeah. You never know what the next week is going to bring.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to take you to Nicoya with us. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. And stay tuned. We got some fun videos after this one today.
Yep, sure do. Adios.
Ciao.
So this morning we are on our way to San Isidro to see about getting our driver's license. So you can see that big truck up there. Ooh, that was a good one. So I'm sure Rob and I are talking about the both have our patient hats on and our adventure hats on, and we are ready to go. Okay, Mr. Jenkins, how's your morning going?
Wild. Wild and crazy. So we'll have to show you out here, but we just spent the morning trying to find out how we can get Lori Marie a driver's license. And none of the offices near us, I mean like really near us, do appointments for what she needs, which is a change from US license to Costa Rica. So we get to drive to Nicoya next week.
Right.
About a 6-hour drive each way.
Yeah. And we're taking a break for breakfast. Gallo, Gallo Pinto. Yay.
Good stuff.
All right, and I guess after this we're going to find a translator, right?
Yeah, translate
Okay.
the driver's license.
Okay, so away we go. And on our adventure today, we are walking through a fabric store. So they have some of the number 8 pearl thread. I'm going to get some verde and some crema. Very exciting. There's Rob looking bored. I can't blame him.
So this is the rain. This is the tail end of Hurricane Julia hitting us. You can see we got a little coming down the downspout there. So the hurricane's way north of us, but got quite a bit of rain right now. Welcome to the rainforest. So it's a nice, noisy morning. Getting up, having our coffee, go look out the window, and we have a little buddy. It's a little sleeping frog sitting on the bars outside the screen of the window. First time we've seen that, but he just got a nice little spot to hang out. Kind of fun. Here is the tour of our new laundry room. Very exciting. It's on the back of the house. Got an absolutely wonderful jungle view. And so you come on in here. The light's really nice when it's dark out. So you can see washer and dryer. He built some temporary shelving here, so we got cleaning supplies and stuff that we're accruing. And then come over here. This is our water heater, which is working fine. There's the ever-present propane tank. And so that propane tank feeds the stove inside the kitchen and the gas dryer. And you can see we got it all gated up. There's the guys' temporary residence. And then come around here and we have, this is a typical Tico concrete sink. And so this sink is great, just a little utility sink, 2 sides. So we got the water spigot there and then a little area here to do some other stuff. So great little space, completely roofed in, and lovely view from it. But we can now do our washing and drying. Yay! There she is, the lovely Lori Marie.
Walking the dog.
Walking the dog. This is the plantel, but just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of us keeping our eyes on the prize. So this is the big driveway leading up to the main road. And this is our valley. That is what we'll be seeing from where we build the big house. Absolutely gorgeous with the mist on it, the clouds. There's a glimpse of the Pacific Ocean out there. Not today, obviously, but yeah, it's just fantastic. So doing a little turnaround here. That lower area is where we will be building our house. How about that, folks?